Authorities in Northern Ireland reportedly thwarted a bomb plot orchestrated by members of the new IRA ahead of President Joe Biden's upcoming visit to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement, an arrangement that put an end to the long-running, low-intensity civil war in the region which was known locally as the Troubles. A source told the Belfast Telegraph that members of the new IRA, a paramilitary splinter group of the Irish Republican Army, were looking for parts to make a bomb in the border city of Derry. The belief is that the new IRA was planning some sort of attack to coincide with Biden's visit, similar to the mortar attack on the cops in Strabane last November, the source told the local newspaper, according to Fox News. As Biden's visit approaches, authorities have issued warnings that political dissidents may be planning to instigate violence in order to disrupt the event. Last month, the top intelligence agency in the United Kingdom, MI5, raised the terrorism threat level in Northern Ireland from substantial to severe. This was a reversal from 1 year ago when the level was downgraded to substantial. Over the last 25 years, Northern Ireland has transformed into a peaceful society. The Belfast, Good Friday, Agreement demonstrates how peaceful and democratic politics improve society. However, a small number of people remain determined to cause harm to our communities through acts of politically motivated violence, Chris Heaton-Harris, the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland, said on March 28 after M15 changed the threat level, Fox News noted. In recent months, we have seen an increase in levels of activity relating to Northern Ireland-related terrorism, which has targeted police officers serving their communities and also put at risk the lives of children and other members of the public, Heaton-Harris added. According to a report by BBC News, NPSI Assistant Chief Constable Bobby Singleton stated earlier this week that authorities have very strong community intelligence indicating that attacks were being planned in Derry, the outlet continued. 2 months ago, an off-duty senior police officer was shot, and the new IRA, a group that advocates for Northern Ireland's secession from the UK and unification with the Republic of Ireland, claimed responsibility for the attack, which took place in Omagh. Biden will visit Belfast in Northern Ireland on Tuesday and Wednesday to commemorate the signing of the Good Friday Agreement and to emphasize the willingness of the United States to support Northern Ireland's significant economic potential, the White House said. The president will then travel to Ireland later in the week, with plans to visit Dublin, County Louth, and County Mayo, Fox News noted. At home, Biden's not doing well politically. A new CNN poll conducted by SSRS during the month of March found that 2/3 of respondents do not want Biden to run again. Further, the survey indicates that Biden's approval rating may have declined after Democrats' performance in the 2022 elections exceeded expectations. However, the poll was mainly conducted before the news of former President Donald Trump's indictment, so it doesn't reflect any shifts in public opinion related to that event, the Daily Wire reported. Biden's approval rating stands at 42%, with a disapproval rating of 57%. In January, his approval rating was 45% and his disapproval rating was 55%. However, the difference is within the poll's margin of error. The poll also showed that when it comes to Americans who believe that Biden should serve a second term, his approval ratings are much lower. Only 32% of Americans believe that he deserves another term in office, while 67% believe he does not. However, Biden's numbers are a little better among registered voters, with 36% saying he deserves another term compared to 61% who believe he does not. A majority of registered Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents also do not support Biden running for another term. The poll found that 44% of this group favored Biden as the Democratic Party's nominee for the 2024 presidential election, while 54% said that someone else should be given the opportunity, the Daily Wire said, citing the survey's results. When asked who they would like to replace Biden as the Democratic Party's nominee in 2024, most Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents, 69%, did not have a specific answer beyond just someone besides Joe Biden. Among those who specified someone else, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders was the top pick with 5%, followed by Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg with 4%. Vice President Kamala Harris and former First Lady Michelle Obama tied for third place, each receiving 3% of the responses.